Hello, beautiful humans. Eric Alman here, men's alignment coach. And today I'm coming at you to discuss agreements. And as men, the agreements we make are the foundational block for what makes us an honorable man, a trustworthy man, a man of integrity, a man of safety. And oftentimes when I'm talking to men, we often are fully aware that the big agreements matter. You know, um, being honorable to our agreements with our kids and our spouses and our coworkers and hitting big deadlines and things like that. But it's easy to forget that the tiny agreements we make with others and ourselves actually create a real difference in the way we perceive ourselves and the way in which we perceive others. For example, recently, well, not so recently now, a few months back, I decided to stop drinking coffee altogether for 30 days. And at one point, I remember I was driving home later. I was feeling really tired, and I was about to get a coffee, and the thought came into my mind, nobody will know. Nobody will know if I have this coffee, and I'm tired, and it's okay. And in the end, I didn't have the coffee because I know just from doing this work for a long time that if I slip up in that small way, it's doing two things. One, it's telling me that I'm writing the story in my system, in my unconscious system, that I don't actually follow through with the small agreements. And really, that carries through to all agreements. So I become less trustworthy to myself. And then two, it creates this slippery slope of like, well, I let it slide there. I can let it slide here. I can let it slide there. And before you know it, I'm drinking coffee again all the time. So it opens this slippery slope and it creates less trust for ourselves. Now, that was a situation where nobody else was even aware of it. And that really is what integrity is about, is what do you do when no one else is looking? So a lot of that is what what builds your own confidence and what builds your own sense of worth. If you're always taking the easy way out when nobody's looking, your sense of worth will be lower. And then when you are around people, you will be vibrating at that frequency with a lower self-worth versus the version of you who keeps agreements when no one else is around. And then let's use an example at work. When let's say your boss asks you, hey, can you get this done by Friday? If you say yes, then that's an agreement and that expectation is set. If you don't get it done, or he has to check in with you on Friday, and you say, oh yeah, I've been meaning to ask you, I'm not going to get it done. Can I have more time? He may say yes, he may understand, and it could be a woman boss as well, and they would then have less trust in you. It would be inevitable, and they may not tell you that. They may not even be aware of that. But over time, those little pieces of broken trust build up and up and up, and they really form the story that person has of you, because we're always creating judgments and stories. We can kid ourselves and say we're not, but that's what we do as humans. So we do that based on our experience of others. And if our experience of others is that they let things slide, they take the easy way out, or we always have to follow up with them because they're not going to really honor the agreement, then we trust that person less. Inside of our intimate relationships, if you are a man who identifies more as a masculine man, and we all have both, but here we're talking about polarity inside an intimate relationship. So if you're a man who holds a more masculine pole in things, and you have a feminine partner, her want is going to be to feel safe so that she can open. What is going to make her feel safe is you keeping all of your agreements, as many as possible. And when you cannot keep it, owning, hey, I know I said I was going to be able to do this, and I'm not going to be able to do this. And here's the new agreement that I would like to put in place. How would that feel? The more of your small and tiny agreements you make, the more she can relax into a deeper and deeper level of opening, because she'll feel safe that you'll be there, that you will be able to honor your word, and you're a man of integrity. This is why, and these are just 3 examples, but this is why honoring your agreements, small and big, is crucial if you're going to develop trust in yourself and trust in the eyes of others. The biggest one, of course, is being able to trust ourselves, because that creates our sense of worth. That highly impacts our sense of worth. So if this is landing for you, if you're feeling like, yeah, I'm really going to be working on creating more trust in myself by creating these tiny agreements that I can keep, building up wins so that it creates a positive feedback loop of, I trust myself more, I start making more agreements with myself and being conscious of the agreements I make, and I create a spiral of wins. If that's you and you're going to be stepping into a more honorable and more integrity, just drop a powerful emoji. Give me a fist, give me a fist pump, give me something down in the comments, sword, shield, whatever it is. Let me know that that's the path you're committing to this year. And if maybe you're a woman who's watching this, I want to honor and thank you for holding the vision. And I would like to know, do you value men of integrity? Do you value seeing men who are keeping their agreements, men who are out there being honorable and doing the things when nobody else is looking? Is that something valuable? You could be with another partner, and this isn't about looking for a man, or maybe you are, but really what I want and what my hope is that men will either be committing to amping up their level of integrity when they see this post, or they will see, oh shit, actually, this is something that's really important to a lot of women out there, because let's face it, a lot of us men are motivated by women. And that's just a truth of the world. And that's something that we want to start to change, because we want that motivation to be intrinsic. We want it to be rooted in our purpose. But a lot of the men who are just kind of awakening to this path are still really motivated by women. So men, if that's you right now and you're watching this, just know that I get messages on the regular of women who are looking for conscious men. It could just be, hey, are any of your clients single? Because women are looking for men who are doing their work. There's a real need for that work out there, men. So let's step up and let's start doing the work. And I already see some comments coming in of men who are committed to doing that. So I honor you, men. Any of you men out there who would like support and accountability in stepping in and holding your feet to the fire, reach out and send me a message. I'm here for you, brother. You don't have to do it alone. All right. I hope you all have a beautiful day.